Good evening, folks. Hello. This is Stephen Watts. I am Marek Kazmierski. The work we'll present tonight is the work that we do, which is translations. I'm not a poet, Stephen is, but today we're going to share with you voices from people who are not here. The first poem I'm going to read is by Violetta Gregg from last year's collection published by ARC. Called Finite Formula and Theories of Chance, and it is a poem about her grandfather who had to hide, not during the war, but after the war as well from the communist authorities. However, this poem begins a little bit before them. Grandfather escapes a stalag and hides out in the Jurassic Highlands, 1941. Nights etched into cave walls, plates of bark upon which he laid russets cut with a rock. A weasel shared her bounty of field birds and rabbit holes. Foxes got out of his way. Frozen rowan berries or Christmas balls. Communion or history. Black earth or bones of those who went with him in September. One more winter will do me in, he thought. But he lived on to sing in taverns his forbidden songs and build his bread ovens. Nights are his borderlands, bushes glowing with the tracking eyes of German shepherds, the trigger fingers of branches heavy with dew.
The two poems I'm reading, and I hate talking before reading, are both by Ziba Kabasi, who's an Iranian poet living in London. I guess a connection maybe that both before 1939 and after 1945. Well, not so few Poles ended up in Tehran before going on to other places. To hell with it. The ending of no ending, and from the inmost ache of the brain of a young inventor a stone jerks free, and the earth breaks up in tiny pieces, tiny, tiny pieces, as a voice shattering in its semiotic stricture must in the mouth of language become a poem. And the shoulders of earth tighten in trauma, and the tree monkeys hopscotch from this to that side of the dream flying, and the knees of earth splinter, the shoulders are cracked apart, and the of sob is snapped off from the sobbing, and where are the shudders, and the voice of the hurled apart from laughter, and where are the shivers, and wingless, flightless birds flock between the cracks and the weeping of the voices of weeping. To hell with it, let the sky spit its stars on your face. To hell with it, let the sun turn its heat from you. To hell with it, and the mountain vomit intestines over you. To hell with it, you bird, hurled in the snow for hiding. To hell with it, leave this earth, you ripped open woman. Leave her, you motherfucker, you Oedipus of no future. If I were a hug, if I were a hug, if I were a hug, I would hold this wrapped so tightly, oh, until all of it healed over us, if I were a hug.
And the second and final translation from me is brand new for this evening, especially as we are talking about those who made it out and those who didn't. And enemies and places such as Poland or Tehran, which continue to bear the scars. Here is a translation I've done of a poet called Zuzanna Ginczanka. We have a couple of fantastic poets from Krakow here today, and Ginczanka, unlike Violetta Gregg, whose grandfather obviously made it through the war, didn't. She was betrayed, sold out to the Gestapo, and was executed in Krakow before the war ended. However, before that happened, she smuggled out this very poem in which she named her betrayers. The poem is called Non Omnis Moriar. Non omnis moriar, all my proud estate, meadow tablecloths, wardrobe castles strong, swathes of table linen, homely treasures great, and dresses, light dresses, these are my swan song. Because I leave behind not a single heir, let your curious hands through my Jew things browse. You who sold me out, Volksdeutscher betrayer, may they serve you well, if conscience allows. My near ones, I mean it, it's no empty phrase. How you remembered me when the Shupo came, revealed my hidden kingdom, as he who betrays, let yourself sit still and recall my name. Now drink to my grave and supposed wealth, my drapes and my hangings, candlesticks, bowls, goblets raise and drink to everlasting health, toast forgiving gods and forgiven souls. And come dawn, start hunting for gemstones, for gold, through mattresses, sofas, furnishings, what may all your bounty hide, your dream treasures hold, pick you through the stuffing of horsehair and hay. Clouds of ripping cushions, feathers of torn quilts, will stick to your hands, turn them both to wings. My blood will then run and congeal until you are clothed in white, my angels, my kings.
Resistance, Maziba Kabasi. Wings, shoulder bones, wings, broken bones, feather, 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 shorn hair. No more colour in your face. No more colour on the face she has at all. No, nothing whatsoever of this world. From your world, nothing whatsoever at all. She doesn't even know her own name now. She doesn't even know her own name, no. Full of bruises, her eyes swollen by blows, bruises on her thighs, her skin torn, liver in ashes with all of this pain. All that's left of her is a scream, and so she screams. I'm the daughter of the first mystery, secret centuries, origins. I'm deaf, dumb, blind, she screams. I'm dumb and know nothing, nothing of nothing. I who stitch thread spans of stars on the draped rope of night and put makeup on the face of the moon. I who am laughter, yes, laughter. Ha, the laughs I have. Ha! A ha comes from my scream, a ha, and again and a third time, till I can take no more, and then again. And as far as I can go, quick, count the lashings, 10 by 10, bone by bone, and then again. 10 by 10, bone by bone, blackened even into blackout. Wings, shoulder bones, wings, broken bones, feather, 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 shorn hair, no more colour in her face, no more colour on the face she has at all, nothing of nothing she has, nothing to tell you. She knows not her own name, doesn't know it at all. No, she doesn't even know her own name, but yours she knows, oh, yours she knows, you pimp fucker, yours she knows very well.